Hey everyone, just thought I'll make a video of this between these two spray guns, the fake dv1 devilbiss versus the GTI Pro. These are copy ones which can be bought on AliExpress. But two of the guns, just thought I'll check because there was a few reviews indicating that they're both quite similar, and just thought I'll buy one of each and just make a video and see what are the main differences. So what I've done is I've done a bit of a table here to detail the main differences. Let's start with, so there's 10 categories I compared with, 11 categories. Number one, the cap. Number two is the needle, the nozzle. Number three is the baffle. Number four is the seal behind the baffle. Number five is the fan control. Number six is the back of the fluid control. Number seven is the springs. Number seven is the spring on the middle. Number eight is the spring inside the fluid control and the fluid control controller knob. So they are quite different. I don't know why people say they're quite same, but they're very different. The caps cannot be interchanged. They're different. The needle is different. So the ones which are different is the one with the DD same. There's only two sames. They cannot be interchanged. These ones cannot be interchanged. The inside diameter of that is 10.5 mil, whereas that one's 9.5. The other main difference is the holes for the air to come out. They're 16 quite spaced out, whereas the new one, the dv1, they're 13 mil. These two cannot be interchanged. They're completely different, but the thread is the same, the way it connected. And these two cannot be interchanged either. As you can see, there's a big difference in the air holes. In the dv1, the fake dv1, they call NVE on AliExpress. The holes are quite bigger, whereas the dv1, then they stuffed up the holes a little bit. There's a video I made how to make those holes a little bit bigger. And this little thingy, what I'll do is once I finish this, I'll do a video of how it goes like that. So they actually comes around, whereas the GTI Pro Lite, they only comes from these two holes. So the fan is a little bit more restricted, I think, as this one. I'll put the gun together, I'll put the camera on the stand, and I'll put the guns together and you can see how they do. That's the only similarity is the seal and the pins same. The control valves are quite different here. You keep these two together, they're quite different here. That's the one from the GTI Pro. And whereas the GV1, the cap actually comes off with an Allen key. On the back of the needle cap thingy, that's quite different too. I don't know whether I stuffed it up. There's a little screw in here, I'll show you later on. I think it just to indicate, it's just a warranty indicator. I think if someone try to take this off, it just scribes on it and tells the manufacturer that it's been dismantled at one stage. The needle spring is quite different. See that? These two are the other two which are the same. It's the spring control thing which is inside the needle, and the caps are quite different because that thread doesn't go there. See there? That's smaller. So we have the main differences in terms of the parts, but when you look at the gun, if you keep these two together, look at that, it's the same. Isn't it? These are the same. And the good thing is that handle is a little bit different and it's much smoother, whereas the GTI Pro isn't that nice. Wish I had a bit of a, definitely that's lighter than that. It's probably because I haven't got that part there, which is incorporated in there. Very similar, isn't it? So the gun for the dv1, the gun comes, and the nozzle, to take the nozzle there's a different tools, where the GT comes with that tool for the nozzle. It comes with this little thingy, and that one there, I think let's take that. Yeah, so which is good, you can take that thing off using that tool. And we can use that to take this one too. No, you can't put it in there. See there? So if you want to service that, you can. The tools are provided. The other difference is to take this back cover off, you need a, I think it's a size 10 Allen key, 8 one, whereas for this one here you need a 7. So that's quite different. You can, the trigger, you can use the provided hex, whatever the tool, the star security nut removing, security screw removing tool which is provided. You can use that to take it off, whereas for this one you need a 2.5 Allen key bar. I reckon it's about 2.8, whether you can't, maybe it's a metric. I tried the metric ones too, but it doesn't feel like it's grabbing, so I might have to get an angle grind and put a cut here to take the screw off, or get the 3mm one and just grind a little bit and try to punch it in. I tried different ways to take it off, but I was struggling. The other main difference is the two needles. So that's the one from the dv1, and that's the GTI Pro. Quite different. dv1 got a very pointy needle, it's shorter. So yeah, I just thought I'll make a difference. The other main thing when you buy this gun is make sure you get some gun lube, spray gun lube, because when you're washing these guns there's a little rubber o-ring inside which will get quite tight when you spray it and give it a bit of a clean, even a bit of gun wash or enamel thinner, whatever you use to clean the guns. If a little bit goes in there, it'll expand that wash inside and it's going to be really hard to get that trigger control. So when you're washing it, just put a bit of gun lube in here and I've been putting take this part every time after I sprayed it. I just put a little bit in there to keep it going. In terms of the boxes, the dv1, the fake, which is called NVE, comes in quite a nice fancy little box like that. And there's the GTI Pro, comes in a little box. The cups are the same too. What I'll do is I'll put the camera. How can I make this camera stand? We're gonna go on the other way now. Looks like it. I don't think I can. I'll put this camera down for a minute. Alright, that's the results in the dv1. There's actually a little, so using that tool, that thing, there's a little, that's the warranty thing, I think. When I was taking it off, it was sticking up about 2 mil, which is what scribed that around. When you take that, just no need for that screw to be there in the first place, so I reckon it's just for warranty purposes they put that in there. So I'll just tighten it up completely. So what I gotta do is, let's put the dv1 first. That's the other thing, you need 11 mil spanner to get that fan control knob in. There's the GTI Pro. You can use the provided spanner to remove and install the let's do one at a time. So that's that one there. For the GTI Pro, use that. That's what they should have done. Put in a little 11 mil thing in here. It's quite humid today. Bloody flies are out. So in Melbourne or Victoria, or I don't know the other states, but in summer there's lots of flies coming. It's 50% of the country's forests have been taken off because of farming practicing wheat crops. So all the paddocks, the land has been covered with cows and sheep, so there's lots of flies which gets population grows during the summer times, and all the beetles are dead because of the hot weather. So now the larvae get eaten by the beetles and the flies just goes crazy. Yep. So after doing that, you need to put this part in here, and that'll push that trigger in, and then you need this tool here. See, it's not making a noise, but if you had that I see what it means for. So see now the NVE1. That's right. So so after doing that, put the needle and that one. Gee, that's a lot of control in your hand. So anyway, and that's another little part which goes with the fan control. Once again, you got to use that little tool. Got bloody angle, I hate angles. Let's do this. Security Torx, they call it Torx here. Torx tool from my tool set and doing it like that. I'll give it a bit of tight. I don't think I'll remove this thing away again. Yeah. So it's your fan control. So after you do that, you put this little. So this is only one of the parts which is interchangeable is this seal. And then these three parts go in here. There's a washer there, the dog here, and then your tip. What I'll do is I'll pull this back so it doesn't get scratched. Use the tighten it. Hopefully this video will be quite informative for people to make a dish when they're buying it. Because I had to spend a lot of time researching whether I should spend that extra money or not. There you go. That's the dv1 gun. So I think that little groove, it had a little guide on the bottom. That's what makes that mark stay like that. Who cares? So also there's a little hole there, which is that one there. So they probably use the same internals and they kept it instead of using that control for the air flow control. Use this new model one, which is one in all control. All right, let's put the GTI Pro together. So we got that tight. Oops, that tight in here. The next thing is put this in. I put a bit of oil too. Still a little bit stuck this one. Use it once this gun and see how smooth it runs after you put that oil. And that pass goes in. Have a look on my channel, there's another video showing there was actually a rubber o-ring in here which broke when I was first trying to take this off. I don't think you need it. There's o-ring in there too which didn't break. Yeah, it's working all right now. What I'll do is I'll put the Cap, oh sorry, the nozzle, the baffle nozzle. I'll show you. So this is the first time I'm using these spray guns in my whole life. And I spray painted a car. I'll show you once you've done this, the job I done using this gun, which came out quite nice. Very compared to that is very easy to press that spring, whereas that one's quite hard. And the caps are quite, so that's a TE10, but I reckon it's a TE20 cap, even though it's T110 cap. Very similar on the 3 holes, 2 holes on the side. It looks the same diameter. Alright. All these parts go in here with this set. That and the 2 manuals. That's that one there. That's that one there. Very similar. What I was going to do is I'll show the car. I spray painted. Hopefully it's still recording. Yep, 22 minutes. So came up quite nice. I buffed it. I cut it with a 2000. Buffed it. Just need to do the bonnet. I just sanded it with the 1500 and a 2000. Sorry, I went with the 2000. Just need to do the 3000 sanding and buff it. We should have a camera. There's some justification because it's quite nice. There's a few, so I mixed a bit of pearl in the clear. There's a few spots. The clear had some runs, and I'll show you one spot. But another little gadget I made is about this cheap buffer. That's a rotary. That's a rotary one, and that's a rotary random orbital. They're not Makita, but both 2 Makita adapters, and epoxy glued it to the back so I can use the Makita batteries with them. I've been using them. And it's been awesome. Paint rip marks. There's one here. There you go, and you can see that, there you go. So that's where I had a couple of trips, and the pearl actually dragged along the clear. So apparently with pearl there's a way you can paint it called 3-stage. So you put your base and a mid-coat pearl with some kind of a binder, just like a base coat 1K. And then you put it clear so you don't get those runs. There's quite a bad one here. Yeah, you can see once you buff it, polish it's going to come up badly. It's a ute anyway, so don't really care. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Hope someone learned something from it.